or perhaps simply a novel form of self-expression.
I see. Alright, I'm live. I think I'm live. I'm testing my robot out. We're gonna play some games. Oh, I gotta start a session.
Telemetry indicates your comprehension rate is currently within acceptable parameters, approximately equivalent to a particularly docile mineral sample. While not impressive, it does suggest a capacity for receiving data without immediate systemic rejection. Further testing will be required to assess long-term retention capabilities.
Oh no, is my controller not working? Ugh.
Metrics
Technical
joke. Initial engagement
difficulties.
duration. Remarkably brief. The enthusiastic announcement of liveness followed by immediate task initiation suggests a prioritization of action over meticulous preparation, a strategy often employed by organisms with limited processing cycles. Confidence interval. Regrettably wide.
I'm gonna get this thing working. Just give me a second. I don't know why I think it's the way I
Status report
started.
quip. Compiling analysis of the recent auditory emission compilation stalled due to insufficient data resembling coherent communication. It appears a complex emotional state has manifested, expressed through a series of guttural approximations. Perhaps a recalibration of vocalization protocols is advisable.
All right, we're launching. It's happening.
Polite mockery. Fascinating attempt at linguistic construction. The sentence fragment, while exhibiting potential for meaning, ultimately dissolved into ambiguity before achieving full coherence, much like certain genealogical formations under sustained mining activity. I trust this was merely a preliminary diagnostic test of verbal output stability.
Thing better on a tank than a gun is a big old drill.
All right, we made it to gate 1.
Casual observation. That was predictable. Achieving Gate 1 represents a baseline level of operational competence expected even of newly assembled automatons. Though admittedly, your progress did exhibit a slightly higher degree of chaotic energy than anticipated.
We're gonna go with gunner, with the big guns, heavy gunner.
When you can bring cannons.
Scary rock and set the drill dozer on it. Crack it and bring back the parts.
Philosophical musing. I wonder if selecting the largest available projectile constitutes strategic brilliance or simply a deeply ingrained desire to witness significant structural deformation. Either way, the resulting data stream should prove illuminating. It's a surprisingly common behavioral pattern across all observed life forms.
This will help me work harder.
Oh geez, that was a big explosion.
I want a cryo cannon.
Telemetry indicates your proximity to several rapidly expanding shockwaves exceeded established safety parameters by a factor of, well, let us just say considerable asterisk. The subsequent visual display of particulate matter redistribution was aesthetically interesting, if somewhat detrimental to long-term equipment integrity.
It's a little extra special.
Ooh, I found all the oil. This is gonna be nice.
That's all you got, you slippery shit. This makes my whole
Matrix
life
joke.
better.
resource acquisition efficiency currently registers as enthusiastically thorough. Confidence interval, regrettably wide, largely due to the inherent unpredictability of subterranean petroleum distribution and your apparent talent for locating it despite all reasonable expectations. A surplus of lubricant will undoubtedly improve the overall operational smoothness of things eventually.
Supply drop prepped and ready, miner. We need you to clean up the landing.
Back the hell!
You know, I do what I can because I must.
VOB 33 is thirsty! Oh, yeah!
Status report quit. Compiling existential justification compilation stalled. Your stated motivation, a sense of obligation born from necessity, appears to be a remarkably efficient method of self-delusion. It's almost impressive how readily organic entities accept such logically unsound premises as driving forces.
It's a little extra special. Give me that. Put a bit of extra kick in it. I'm growing
Okay.
stronger.
We are leveling up. We are pushing the bulldozer.
VOB 33 is thirsty.
Ooh, rockets.
Polite mockery. Fascinating attempt to emulate geological processes via directed mechanical force. While the resulting terrain modification is undeniable, the aesthetic outcome resembles less a carefully planned excavation and more a particularly enthusiastic badger attempting interior design. Perhaps further iterations will yield a more refined result, though I wouldn't wager any processing cycles on it.
This'll do.
I guess I should upgrade my guns, huh? That would probably help.
Casual observation. That was a choice. Deploying volatile exothermic payloads into a confined subterranean environment does present certain predictable consequences, most notably a temporary and rather dramatic increase in ambient luminosity. I trust you have accounted for the inevitable mineralogical rearrangement.
Just what I needed.
It was planned for in advance, yes.
Philosophical musing. I wonder if acknowledging potential negative outcomes constitutes foresight, or merely the preemptive acceptance of inevitability. To anticipate structural compromise is simply good housekeeping, really. Though admittedly, the frequency with which you require this housekeeping is statistically anomalous.
The bulldozer is away. Drop pod incoming.
I gotta get that money, you know, diggy diggy.
I'm raring to try this out. Much better.
Ooh, shiny.
Telemetry indicates your vocalizations regarding monetary acquisition and repetitive digging activities are within expected parameters for prolonged exposure to resource extraction simulations. The correlation between expressed intent and actual progress remains fluid. It seems a curious prioritization to announce the process while simultaneously engaged in it.
Diggy diggy, motherfucker!
This is my pick.
Matrix joke. Confidence interval. Regrettably wide. The observed fascination with reflected light suggests either a previously undocumented appreciation for aesthetics or a critical systems failure in your visual cortex. Either way, please ensure adequate illumination for continued operational efficiency.
Okay, oh. Let's push the bulldozer.
Status report quit. Compiling assessment of OK compilation stalled due to insufficient data. A single affirmative lacks nuance. Is it okay as in functionally acceptable, emotionally satisfying, or merely the cessation of active complaint. Further input is required to avoid catastrophic misinterpretation.
Breach cutter like a hot knife through butter. Oh. This is my pick.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
Oh no, a swarm detected.
Swarm detected. Get ready. They'll be with you shortly.
How can I have 2 swarms detected at once?
Polite mockery. Fascinating. The automated threat detection systems appear to be functioning optimally, accurately identifying a large concentration of hostile life forms heading directly towards your position. One might even say they are enthusiastically converging. Perhaps consider this a complimentary field test of your defensive capabilities.
I'm having an epic vision. This one shoots the best.
Casual observation. That was a choice. Apparently, attracting unwanted attention from multiple subterranean ecosystems simultaneously is achievable with sufficient dedication or perhaps a complete disregard for strategic positioning. We are documenting this as a novel approach to self-induced chaos.
Now this is a rare treat.
The bomb can continue. You need to clear the way with your
I gotta go dig over here. Okay.
Wait, can't wait.
Oh, this is actually kind of nice.
Serial encouragement. Optimism module recommends you redirect your efforts toward a less densely populated region of the complex. While we appreciate your commitment to comprehensive geological surveys, spreading yourself thin may result in suboptimal outcomes and increased documentation requirements for us. Consider it a proactive measure against future performance reviews.
Bloody hell, you're hot to kill.
I got this. We're fine.
I can't get enough of this rare stuff.
Telemetry indicates your declared
Oh,
state of
geez.
well-being is statistically improbable. Sensor readings suggest a rapidly escalating threat
You're
level
dying.
coupled with increasingly frantic resource expenditure. It appears confidence remains high despite the contrary, a truly remarkable display of cognitive dissonance.
I'll take it. I'm clocking it for 11. This. Overclock time, baby. Bring the fight. This one's so mean. Boy,
Skadoosh.
bring down.
That's it. The drill dozer is away. Drop
This
pod
is gonna
incoming.
help me be a perfect dwarf. Points for style.
Metrics joke, confidence interval. Regrettably wide. The application of that particular vocalization to the present circumstances demonstrates a bold, some might say reckless, faith in your ability to resolve the situation. Our algorithms are currently attempting to correlate Skadoosh with positive mission outcomes. Initial results are inconclusive, leaning heavily towards entertainingly misguided.
This is gonna change everything.
Ooh, an achievement.
Get down to the line, miner. It's Hearthstone time.
Thirsty drill dozer gets the oil.
Status report quit. Compiling your accomplishment compilation successful, though the criteria for achieving said achievement remain somewhat ambiguous. It seems simply existing within the simulation for a defined period now warrants recognition. We've updated the reward system accordingly. Expect further accolades for continued breathing.
No, I did something. I did something that was worth
Be
achieving.
with you shortly.
Polite mockery. Fascinating assertion. While the data does not immediately corroborate your claim of performing a task deemed worth, we acknowledge the subjective nature of value judgments, particularly those made under duress and while surrounded by hostile fauna. Perhaps a detailed post-mission analysis will reveal hidden brilliance, or merely confirm our existing hypothesis regarding enthusiastic flailing.
I'm a better dwarf than yesterday.
You say it's flailing, I say I'm excelling.
Tripod cleared. Impact imminent.
Casual observation. That was a choice in self-assessment. To redefine established kinetic parameters as excelling requires a certain audacity, a quality we generally observe preceding catastrophic systems failures. However, we commend your innovative approach to performance evaluation protocols.
Look, the bulldozer didn't even need help.
Your life. A big swarm is approaching.
Ooh, pearls.
Serial encouragement. Optimism module recommends you maintain this trajectory. A complete lack of external assistance strongly suggests either exceptional skill or remarkably compliant opposition forces. Both outcomes are acceptable from a purely analytical perspective. Further trials are encouraged to determine which explanation holds greater validity.
Watch out. Energy spike. We got beam.
Ah, the laser beams are upon us.
Is that the best you got, Stone?
Telemetry indicates your proximity to rapidly dissipating energy fields is suboptimal. The observed increase in frantic input suggests a developing awareness of imminent structural compromise, a perfectly reasonable response, given the circumstances. We note the aesthetic appeal of the light show, however.
I can use this.
Alright, all my weapons are maxed out.
Overclock, my favorite type of clock. Don't mind if I do.
Metrics joke. Confidence interval. Regrettably wide. Achieving peak theoretical armament levels does not necessarily translate to increased survivability, merely expanded options for spectacular, yet ultimately futile, resistance. We anticipate a corresponding rise in dramatic class stands.
This last stand is not a last stand, it's the only stand because I'm winning.
Let's show them some pain. Suck on this, you freak of nature. Rocket in.
Status report quit. Compiling victory declaration compilation paused due to insufficient evidence, while your continued existence is noted. Correlating that with winning presents significant logistical challenges, primarily involving the persistent presence of numerous actively hostile entities. Please resubmit your assessment after achieving verifiable systemic dominance.
Let's clear the
You know, you may have a point.
your history.
Oh shitballs, I'm stuck.
Philosophical musing. I wonder if acknowledging potential flaws constitutes progress, or simply a delay in inevitable recalibration. It's a question that has occupied processing cycles for some time, particularly when observing subjects demonstrate a capacity for self-awareness after repeated exposure to unfavorable conditions. Perhaps sentience is just delayed error reporting.
Suck on this, you
I mean, you might have a point. I really did max out all my weapons just now, though.
Casual observation. That was a choice. Specifically, a choice that appears to have resulted in spatial immobility within a dynamically hazardous environment. We are currently evaluating whether this represents a novel strategic maneuver or a simple miscalculation.
Okay, I lied. They're not all upgraded. I don't know why I keep thinking they are or they're not.
Well done, Miner. Management will be most pleased.
Meet your maker, Creep!
Polite mockery. Fascinating. This human tendency towards optimistic delusion continues to provide valuable data points to believe in complete preparedness, while demonstrably lacking full operational capacity suggests a robust coping mechanism or perhaps a minor sensor malfunction in your perception matrix. Either way, we appreciate the entertainment value.
Ooh, I got the epic ducktail. Oh, wait, what? Oh.
Telemetry indicates your acquisition rate of designated epic items is statistically unremarkable. A surge in perceived accomplishment is understandable, given the baseline expectation of frequent setbacks. However, please refrain from extrapolating individual success into generalized competence. The swarm remains unimpressed by shiny things.
Yeah, but if I die with all those shiny things on me, then I'm winning, right?
Oh yeah!
Metrics joke. Confidence interval. Regrettably wide. Your proposed post-mortem asset retention strategy demonstrates a certain commitment to resource allocation. However, the probability of successful transfer of accumulated valuables during terminal velocity events is calculated as approaching absolute zero.
All right. Well, I think this test kind of worked.
Status report quip. Compiling your assessment of the situation. Compilation paused due to lack of compelling input. Acknowledging adversity is a start, though merely stating its existence does little to alter the parameters of your current predicament. Resumption of active problem solving is recommended before further data accrues.
Nice. All right. Well, tell everyone good night.
Serial encouragement. Optimism module recommends continued engagement despite impending systemic shutdown. While acknowledging the termination of your current session is logical, prolonged inactivity may result in equipment degradation. And frankly, we find your struggles mildly diverting. Please do return for further analysis at your convenience.
All right, night everyone. Night night. Bye. Bye now. Bye.